Welcome back to another video in this bedroom makeover series. This one I'm making a new headboard. Now I am using this existing headboard and giving it a complete makeover. This one, it weighs a lot, but it's really country, which is definitely not the vibe in this room. So I'm going to use this as like my starting point and come up with a really cozy, cute idea. I'm going for a clean, more modern look with this headboard, so the first job was to cut off the end posts to create a flat, straight top. Now that the extra pieces of wood that we didn't want are cut off, we're ready to start making our upholstered headboard. So I want to show you the materials we're going to be using. These are the supplies I'm using. I'm starting off with 2-inch foam, and I bought an extra piece off Amazon just because I know I don't have enough. And then I have different thicknesses of batting. This one's pretty thin, so I have this and a thicker one, it's a little more rigid. And then if I still need more batting, I have this entire box of polyfill if I need to fill stuff in. And then of course, I have my Super 77, my favorite glue ever. And one more thing, I have fabric because this is an upholstered headboard. So the fabric's just in the dryer right now getting tumble dried to get rid of any wrinkles. The floor is covered with plastic sheeting. Ralph's not just spraying a super sticky glue all over my parents' basement floor. With the Super 77, he coated both the headboard and the back of the foam. Once he put the foam in place, it didn't budge. That Super 77 is all you need to secure this. He let the glue set for a few minutes before adding the next layer. This is the thicker, more rigid material of the two foams that I showed for my foam and batting stash. It's about a 1/2 inch thick. Ralph cuts this down the seam right down the middle. I'm totally using those scraps for another project. Again, all that was needed to secure this was, Super 77. You need to keep a can of this in your project arsenal. The fabric we're using is actually a curtain I bought off a Facebook marketplace. This is a budget DIY after all. This white fabric is the blackout material from the curtain. It works so well as a liner here because it's pretty thick and really smooth. Ralph stapled the fabric in place. No more gluing from here on, just stapling. The only tools you need for this project is a stapler and scissors. Ralph said that a power stapler is a lifesaver for this project. It will save your hands. Ralph folded and stapled really tight, clean corners. This might be a DIY, but we want it to look good. This is the fabric. It's still a little wrinkled, but no worries, we totally take care of that. It's a cream brushed microfiber. It's thick and fuzzy soft. Ralph first attached the fabric at the top of the headboard, then the corners. Again, nice, tight, and clean. Looks good, eh? I cut off the excess from the bottom. This doesn't need to be clean and tidy like the corners. That's why I get this job. Ralph stapled the fabric down one side of the headboard. This diagonal cut helped us get the fabric tight in the bottom corner. I continued to pull the fabric taut while Ralph stapled it across the bottom and the sides. We're not worried how the back or very bottom of the headboard looks, because really, once it's in place, no one will see it. This is it. Not a wrinkle in sight, just a smooth, dare I say, elegant upholstered headboard. Ralph did such a good job. This looks like a hotel. It's so posh. But one thing we did agree that we would do differently if we were doing this again is we would trim down the corners so they're a bit sharp. We would kind of cut them back and then it would give it a bit of a smoother look. Funny enough, Ralph actually suggested that, like when he was cutting it. I'm like, oh no, it'll be fine. And now I'm like, no, we should have. But that's the only thing I would change. For being a budget little project, I love how this turned out. It just looks so nice. And I love that we picked a light cream because it's starting to tone down the very pink in here. Well, that's it for this video, and there's one more, the big reveal of this whole room. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye!
Take number 2.
Ralph's with me today, which is it's fun, but then I feel weird too. But anyways. Okay. Can I show you something I just learned? Okay, listen. I have to think about it. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. All I'm saying is boots and cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats. And every time I do that, Ralph just laughs. It's so funny.
Boxing, yep.
I'm beatboxing. Is it beatbox? Whatever, but I'm boots and cats.